Okay, y'all. So I was almost home after running my few errands or whatever, but I forgot I had to go to Goodwill to give some more clothes away. So I was just sitting here listening to Destiny's Child, the Survivor album, and I just had a thought. Like, when people say that, as far as like women being independent and stuff like that, and being able to take care of themselves and stuff like that, we went through like a whole era of independent women, like, just doing for themselves. And now that I go back and listen to the music, I'm just like, we were telling people that we were telling men that we didn't need them. Are you gonna get over? Okay, I guess not. Yeah, we were basically telling men, like, we didn't need them, like, for nothing. Which at that time was probably, like, true, because a lot of, we as women, we knew that we had to, if we wanted to take care of ourselves, look nice, drive nice cars, or whatever the case is, if you had children that you had to take up, we knew that we had to do that. We had to step up to the plate and take care of our responsibilities, right? But then in the song, the independent song on the Survivor album, Beyonce was telling us, and we probably didn't even want to hear it, that being independent, it's not easy being independent. And we did not catch that part. We didn't catch it. We kind of just sang that part through and was just like, okay, yeah, she said it ain't easy. But, when people try to say, y'all, like, women, nobody was telling us that being independent was easy and this, that, and other. But we had one of the biggest songs by, like, the biggest group out at that time telling us, ladies, it is not easy being independent. Okay, it's not easy. So yeah, that's just a random thought. That's just a random thought I had. When I be sitting in my car by myself, baby, I be going through a range of emotions. Okay, a whole range of emotions, and the stuff just tickles me pink. How we used to be, like, years ago. Like, with me personally, I don't think there's anything wrong with being independent, but you got to know when to cut it off. Like, especially if you have a man come into your life and he tells you, like, hey, I want to take care of you. I want to, build my foundation. We want to have kids, get married, all of that good stuff. Like, we just got to know when to cut it off, and a lot of us don't. And I was definitely one of them girls that didn't know when to cut it off. And I damn near don't know how to cut it off now. But, I have to exercise that muscle, that soft girl era muscle. Like, everything does not have to be taken care of in the time and fashion like I wanted to, unless it's like bills or something urgent. You know what I'm saying? But it's okay to just sit back and relax and let somebody else do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, get somebody else to do it type stuff. But yeah, it's tough. Being independent is tough because you don't know how to get out of it. You'll probably, mess up a couple relationships or whatever, doing that back and forth tug of war type of thing. A lot of people think that it's a tug of war between, like, who's in control, who's not in control. But no, that's not the case. Like, our thing is that, if we got it and we're taking care of it, it's just hard to let go. It's hard to let go and just be that passenger princess. Be a passenger princess. Let somebody else drive, let somebody else drive and take care of things. That's very hard to do. But I just said that because, like I said, in the independent song with Destiny's Child, they was telling us that being independent was not easy. Now, I wish they would have came with another song where they was just, like, explaining to us why it was so hard being independent. Then maybe it wouldn't be so many independent women now. Like, I went through so many different situations and stuff of men. Like, I had one of my exes tell me, you're too independent. I would help you, and take care of you and stuff, but you're just too independent for me, and da 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 da. And I was just like, well, I mean, I really couldn't get into the conversation like I wanted to because I was on break from my job. Isn't that ironic? You trying to tell me about myself, and I'm just like, okay, well, you got 15 minutes because I'm on break right now from work. I'm on break right now from work. So what are you trying to say? Exactly. Okay. So if you don't want to help me, then let me get back on the clock and take care of the things I need to take care of. And at that time, I was single with no kids at that time. So it was just me by myself. And I was working 3 jobs. Ain't that insane? Like, insanity. I'm rocking the whole little camera. Hold on. It's crazy to me. Crazy. Because who? You working 3 jobs and you ain't got no kids? What is you working that hard for? What is the I don't understand. I still don't understand why I had 3 jobs. Okay, I'll be right back, y'all. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. I hope ain't nobody in this Goodwill truck because I'm gonna get ready to cut right in front of you. Guess not because it's still sitting there. It's just this bag right here. It should be, yeah. And I just need the green bag back. Thank you. I think he just bumped into my car with his cart. And he ain't said a word either. Like, oops, I'm sorry. My cart just bumped into your car. All right, brother. Thank you. All right. That was easy. Yeah. Hold on, y'all. Let me get my seatbelt. Safety first. I didn't even know I put my car in drive. That doggone fast. Okay. I'm moving too fast. Now let me slow down just a little bit. Yeah, so what was I saying? Yeah, so I had some instances where people were trying to take care of me and do for me and stuff like that, but I didn't know what that looked like. I did not know what that looked like. I was just like, what? I didn't grow up in that era. I was taught as you know, growing up when I got jobs and stuff, take care of yourself. I was 16 when I had my first job. 16, working out in it was a summer job. What was I doing? Cleaning. It was like Parks and Recreation. I was cleaning the restrooms and the parks and stuff, and it was just like it was a tough job because we had to be outside and it was hot, muggy, bugs and all that stuff, and it was just like, yeah, it was a lot. So from that age of 16 up until now, you know, all I knew was just take care of yourself, because I didn't know what would happen if I didn't know how to take care of myself, right? Like, nobody talks about that portion of it. Like, you don't know what happens. Well, you have an idea, like, especially if you have your own place and everything like that. But we don't know. I don't like the unknown. I like to know what's coming. So that's why sometimes when I'm going into the unknown, I just get like anxiety. I just feel my chest getting tight, and it's like got me in a chokehold for real. But yeah, nobody really talks about what else are we supposed to do when it comes to being, if we're not independent. What else are we supposed to do? Just live off people? And then you can't do that with your family, because your family gonna talk about you the worst, okay? Especially amongst other family members. They're gonna talk about you the worst, okay? So what was we supposed to do? If we want to have shoes and clothes and food and shelter and stuff like that, you got to pay for that, right? You got to pay for it, or you're going to be out on the street. You're going to be out on the street, and that's it. I think I want to go a different way, because I don't want to go into one-way traffic again. Because people already don't know how to drive, and they're gonna irritate the crap out of me, and I don't like it. But yeah, it's just like we're always, I feel like as women, and this is not even a black women thing, I think all women, we always, you know, got to think of A, B, C, and D. Like, just like I would think with a man, don't y'all have to think of A, B, C, and D? Like, why wouldn't y'all expect a woman to do that? You know, it only makes sense. It only makes sense. And that's how I've been getting through life. Like with that motto, it only makes sense to X, Y, and Z. It only makes sense to X, Y, and Z. like, and I've always been in position to work the higher paying jobs and stuff like that because I like a certain lifestyle. Now, I'm not trying to say that, you know, I walk around with like expensive shoes, purses, and all this other stuff, but I like what I like. And I know how much money I need to attain that type of lifestyle. And, you know, I have, since the age of, 24 or 25, going into not even my first apartment, because I got my first apartment when I was 22, but I've always had, like, my first 2 apartments I had were like, you know, the grounds and stuff was taken care of, blah, blah, blah. Didn't have to worry about too much. But baby, when I hit that age, where I didn't want to live next to nobody, as far as like being in a complex or apartment or whatever, baby, I had to, you start paying your own utilities and stuff, baby, you got to have money to do that. You got to have money to do that. Like, house. Like, it ain't no somebody gonna take care of the grass. You got to take care of the grass. You got to take care of all that stuff. Like, so if you're not getting paid enough to at least get your bills covered and stuff, it's like, what are you doing? Why not go for the highest paying job? Why not? I never understood people when it came to stuff like that. They would always want to do part-time work. Part-time. I ain't never worked part-time a day in my life. Ever worked a part-time job unless I was working multiple jobs. And I didn't do it for long when I was working 3 jobs. I worked them for, was it a year? Maybe somewhere up in there. Yeah, so it's just like when you have houses and you got to tend to your own stuff and pay your own utilities and still have to pay rent and stuff, like, baby, I need some extra. I need some extra. Okay, because my house and stuff is secured, my car payment is secured, but and I got to try to save money too, baby. What? I gotta have the highest paying job, period. Can I go this way? I think I can. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't understand some people, but anyways, this video wasn't even supposed to be about that. I just went off on a little mini rant. And it just happens like that sometimes, I guess, you know. So but I just got done with the Goodwill. I'm getting ready to go home and see what else I have to throw away or whatever the case is, pack up, put it in these little bags and stuff I got. Yeah, I'll check back in with you guys in a minute. And I'll be back. Bye. Okay, I think that was the coffee. I had to get that little burst of energy out. But yeah, we're going to be driving to Arizona, me and my girls. They're in school right now, but this is 2 days before the trip. And let me tell y'all why. And I know a lot of people are like, oh my God, that's a long way to drive from Indiana to Arizona. It is in a way, but if I have my choice to either fly or drive, I'm gonna drive, because it's essentially like a road trip for me. And I want to see some things. I don't want to just be like, you know, I like road trips. I've been on the plane one time, but I like road trips way more than I do airplanes. Everybody told me, it was like, well, after your first plane ride, it'll be a breeze for you to get on another one. Y'all lied. You lied. You lied. That's not true. That's just not true. That's just not true. The plane ride don't get no better. It don't make me feel no more at ease. Now, if I have to get on a plane, then doggone it, I'll just get on a plane. But if I got a choice, oh baby, we can ready to drive. Get this road trip, see these sights, take some pictures, you know, because that's just my choice. But like I said, if I had no choice, then yes, I would get on an airplane. Okay. Hold on a second. I'm actually doing like all of my last minute stuff. As far as like packing, throwing away mostly, because there's a lot of stuff that I had that I just didn't need. And you know how I just keep getting piled up and 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 piled up? That's what happened. But I think I did a good job, especially with my girls' room, because I buy them more everything than I buy myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're a mom, y'all know when y'all see something cute, you see some cute clothes, some cute shoes, whatever the case is, accessories for little girls. I got 2 of them, so it's just like you buy one, you gotta buy the other one something, well, something like similar to it. But you know, but I'll eventually get out of that mindset, but not right now. Not around here. Not around here. But yeah, like, I'm excited. I am. I did say before, like, I was like a ball of nerves, because, you know, just being on the road, period, is just like, you know, you just never know. But all I know is that I got God with me. Okay, God is gonna see me through it. He's gonna see me through it, and he's gonna see me and my girls through it, and we're gonna get to Arizona safely, soundly, and in Jesus' name, amen. I did my little checklist already. I put some air into my my spare tire. I'm always checking my tire pressure. I don't have any major issues going on with my car. And yeah, like, this car is gonna be uncomfortably packed by Friday. I mean, because we sent a lot of things with the long distance driving company or whatever, but there was some stuff that I just forgot. I forgot. Like my daughter's pogo stick. I don't know if it's gonna make the cut. We're gonna have to jam it in here somewhere. My daughter, her birthday just passed a few days ago. She got her a new bike from her auntie, so we gotta. That's me put in my head. That's how it looks like. It's gonna be like gotta smush it in there. But yeah, we're doing this. We're doing it, guys. We're doing it. So yeah, like I said, today is Wednesday. Then my daughter graduates on Thursday from kindergarten. Whoop, whoop. She graduates from kindergarten. And yeah, I'm gonna go to her graduation. We're gonna get through that. If she want to stay in school, girl, until the end of the day. Or if you want to come home, do whatever you feel like you want to do, because you've been doing it. Like, both of my children are academically sound. Now, when it comes to that other one, she just want to be a social butterfly, and that's okay, because I'm that way too. So a lot of things that she goes through in school, as far as, like, you know, when the teachers say she talk a lot and stuff like that, this, that, and the other, I kind of give her a lot of grace, because both of my children are very vocal when it comes to just everyday things that bother them, things they're not okay with, and they're just like, hey, I don't like it, and I want it to stop. So I mean, I feel like that's a good thing, because a lot of kids aren't like that. I've been struggling with this sundress. Excuse me. A lot of kids struggle with you know, speaking up for themselves and stuff like that. Like my oldest daughter, I have to tell her, you know, Don't just let those kids at your school try to treat you like you a punching bag or something like that, where they could just, because my children are tall. They've always been the tallest kids in class. I get that, you know. And my 8-year-old, she's a solid girl. She's solid, okay, solid. And I just told her, don't be letting them punch on you and stuff and hit you and all that stuff. You better. Oh, okay, yeah. I don't condone it, but we not about to be no punching bags for nobody. We're not about to be no punching bags for nobody. I don't care who it is. I don't care. You're not about to be punching on my kid and thinking you about to get away with it. Oh, no. How the heck a fly get up in here? I knew I heard something buzzing. Man, get out of here. Damn bugs. Sorry, y'all. I knew I heard something buzzing. But yeah. It's warm in here. But, I just told her, like, girl, don't be, we ain't about to be internalizing that. That's not okay for people to just hit on you for no reason. Like, if y'all playing around, I get it. The kids roughhouse with each other. They do all that. I get it. But if I can teach my child, like, when to put a cap on it, I still hear that bug somewhere. If I can teach my child how to put a cap on it, y'all need to teach our kids how to do it too, because no, we ain't about to do that. We ain't about to just be doing that, and that's not okay. That's not okay. And I've taught them very well about what's okay, what's not okay, good touch, bad touch, all that stuff. All of that. Yeah. We're not about to be condoning that. So if you ever come across my kid and you think you're just getting ready to be poking and prodding it because you think because she's taller than you and you intimidated by her and all this baby, she'll knock your head off your shoulders, because that's what yeah. I ain't gonna go into no details, but y'all better watch out, because y'all start teaching your children how to have home training, period. That's all I'm gonna say about it. But anyways, I'm sending off some last minute things to my family members, like pictures and things like that are just like priceless. You can't put a price on it. You can't get the picture back. I don't know how I ended up with the pictures like I told them, but I am more than happy to send them. More than happy to send them. Matter of fact, I'll be right back. All right, so it's the next day. I didn't close out the vlog from yesterday, but that's okay. I just came back from my daughter's graduation. I don't know what that is in my hair. Just came back from my daughter's graduation from kindergarten, and she did so good. I'm so proud. I'll be posting I'm gonna wave my hand like this so I can know to post the videos or a couple pictures from her graduation. And yeah, I'm sitting in my car still because it's pouring down raining. Yeah, man. Rain, go away. Yeah, so we just got back. My daughter wanted to go eat some seafood. Yeah, good times, because that seafood be hitting. It hit different when you're hungry, you know. So yeah, I just thought I'd do another piece of the vlog here, because I'm just sitting in the car not doing much but scrolling TikTok. I made a post today about engaging with my posts and stuff like that. Like, I don't think it's that hard to engage with people's posts. I don't even think you have to entice somebody to want to engage with your posts and stuff like that. You know how some people be like, oh, leave a comment, say hello, Like, you should want to engage with people's posts, right? Or videos. No, is it just me? Like, even if it's a little smiley face, God is good, or how are ya, screw you, something, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so it's like I be wanting people to engage with me. Like, I'll talk back. Like, y'all see, I talk a lot anyway, so, you know, whatever. But yeah, it's easy to engage with people's posts. I guess maybe some people say you have to do it or people only do it when your content is relatable. And even that's kind of hard for me to believe, because I'll go past some people's posts and stuff and just be like, man, I like your video, I like your content, or I'll leave a thumbs up or something like that. Something just to let that person know, like, I'm not just trying to get you, not shadow ban, but just, this is not Facebook, it's not Instagram. It ain't, people want engagement. They want engagement. They want you to talk to them on their posts, because I talk back, all that good stuff. But anyways, I'm going to be sitting here, like I said, until this rain slows down. And yeah, tomorrow is the big day. We're going to be saying sayonara to Indiana. Woo! Lord have mercy. Jesus. It's been a long time coming. I wasn't born in Indiana, but I grew up mostly in Indiana. And yeah, I'm ready to see some things. I'm ready to see some sights. I'm ready to see some stuff I've never seen before. I'm ready. I'm ready for this new, I know people will say, like, you're supposed to do things when you're uncomfortable, get yourself in an uncomfortable space, because if you do it while you're scared, when you get on your feet and you start running and, getting that good foot forward, you'll be taken off. So do it. Do anything, a business, a decision, no matter what it is, just do it. And do it when you're uncomfortable. Do it when you're scared. Because if you wait and wait and wait and wait and wait, you're going to be waiting for forever. I had an opportunity to actually move to Arizona back in 2019, and I didn't take it. Yeah. I don't know what I was thinking. I think I was probably thinking about the airplane ride, and I was just like, get somebody else to do it type stuff. But now I'm like, okay, I can drive. I can do it. I can get there, But yeah, I'm going to take that leap, because I know, me being the logical, sensible person that I am, that those doors or windows of opportunity don't stay open for long. People can only extend the olive branch. They can only reach back so far before they just like, okay, you don't want the opportunity, I'm going to close the door. And that's why I took the chance, took the leap. Now everything that came behind that move, or the decision to make the move, everything that came behind it was unexpected. Like, me and my children's father, I think I made a video before about us getting like into a better space. In a better space. Once we figured out the co-parenting situation, like I said in my last video, we had to figure that out first. We had to get on the same page as, getting the kids right, getting them together, acknowledgement. We had a lot to comb over. I think we kind of swept a lot of it under the rug, because we was in two different areas, like, figuratively and physically or whatever, so we swept a lot under the rug. And we dealt with a lot of it. We still have more to go, but we are 100 times better. Matter of fact, 1,000 times better. Okay. like it just blows my mind. Like I said, once we figured out the co-parenting situation, and once we got the kids straight, we were just like, I like you still, and I feel like, to me, liking somebody is way stronger than loving them. It's way stronger, because you can love somebody and not like their ass, period. Okay. And so, yeah, we were just like, I still like you, I love you. Let's finish what we started, pretty much, because the children, it kind of went out of order, and I get it. We were both young. It went out of order. Kids came first. Marriage was always on the table. So, but, he had to go and learn things his way. I had to go learn things my way. And it just so happened that our roads crossed again. And it's been When I tell y'all, I think this is, and I was telling my best friend this the other day, I was like, this is the most peaceful I've been with the decision that I've made. It's the most peaceful. And I'm ready to dive head first, ready to get into the whole accountability thing, even though we already been into it. But when you living with somebody, it's just like you gotta really dig deep. You have to be understanding. You gotta, pick your battles. Me, I'm working on picking my battles. I try my best. I swear I do. I promise I'll be doing so good one day, and then the next day I'll be like, everything is a battle. Everything. I'm picking all the battles. You know what I'm saying? So, just growing, learning, all that good stuff. And it's about to be an adventure. So I'm going to stop the vlog right here. And I'm going to get in the house now because the rain has slowed down and it's starting to get hot in here. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.
I'll put it on my back though.
Okay, this is grand class. Wow. We made it to St. Louis. Over here. So, I'm back. We made it to our destination. This is gonna get hot. So I don't know how y'all gonna play on it when it's been sitting in the sun. Made it to our destination. Ooh, I wasn't able to really film none of us driving because I was the only person driving, so I had to concentrate on the road, all that good stuff. We're actually in Scottsdale right now. And I'm hearing all these different bird noises and stuff. Good Lord. It's really quiet out here, which is good, but yeah. Ooh, welcome back to the channel. It's just, I'm sweating. It's extremely hot. Hold on. Yeah, I don't know what kind of park day my kids was thinking about having, but this park has been sitting in the sun at 102 degrees for God knows how long. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how much they thought they were going to be able to do. What they're doing right now is playing on the swings. And yeah, this is going to be the only activity for today in 103 degrees, okay? Or I might have said 102, but it's really 103. So like I was saying, I really couldn't film much as far as us driving. Oh, look at my shoes, y'all. Hold on. Dang, I can't even turn my camera around. Look. Y'all see them? They're cute, right? It was only me driving, so I wasn't able to get all of the good stuff and the scary stuff. Y'all, I was petrified. I'm driving through mountains for like 2 hours, 3 hours, something like that, and it was not a good time. Not recommended driving cross country. If you're driving cross country, please make sure you have somebody with you. It will make it a lot easier. I mean, it's doable with one person, but preferably have 2 people. 2. Uno, dos, because you're gonna need it. Especially riding through those mountains, man. I've never seen a mountain that close up in my life, ever. And I mean, these things are like all the way up there. Like when you get close to them or whatever, they are really tall. And yeah, it was a lot going on. The girls over there. I'm sitting off in the shade, minding my business. And yeah, it was about 28 hours of traveling. We stopped once in Oklahoma to stay at a hotel, and we made a TikTok there, but it wasn't really a whole lot going on because we got there at that hotel kind of late too. At about, no, not late. We got there about 9:45. Oh, that air feel good. We got there about 9:45, and yeah, it was comfortable. Their breakfast they had the next day was thebomb.com. I'm actually, oh, hold on, my nose is sweating. Yeah, it was a comfortable stay at a hotel, a very comfortable stay. Shout out to my man for for getting us set up like that, because my brain was not functioning after the first like 12 or 13 hours of travel. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. It was rough a little bit. My energy was there. It was just like traveling with kids. That's another reason why I say you should travel with more than one person, because if you're traveling with children, baby, Lord, I told myself I was gonna stop cussing. Didn't quite work out like that. But yeah, I tried my best. But traveling with kids, you know, kids have special needs as far as like attention. They're always fighting with each other, this, that, and the third. There's always something going on. Somebody's always getting scratched up, dropping something, doing something that they ain't got no doggone business doing. All of the above, you know. And you're not always able to turn around and say, what's going on, you know. Sometimes you just have to concentrate on the road. So I feel like I did my best. I did what Mariah Carey say, I'm doing the best with what I got. Okay, yeah. Doing the best. Okay, and here's my Space Invader. I don't even know if y'all can see her or not, because I got this camera on cinematic, and I don't know I know if you get close up on it, if you far back, you can't really see, but once you get closer, you'll be able to see more clear, I guess you could say. Y'all like my dress? I think I got this dress when I was in Flint, Michigan. I was on a business trip for my job at the time. And I picked this up from Flint, Michigan. I thought it was so cute. Because like when you separate it, you'll see all the colors, but then when you stand up, it goes back to black and you can't see the colors. So it's cute. Go ahead.
Ready?
Yep.
I'm gonna reset for that one.
Go ahead. All right, good job. Now go ahead and go across the whole thing.
For real?
Go. Logan, you got to keep going. You got to keep going. Swing your feet. Swing your feet. Go ahead, try it again. Kids always want to show you stuff. Everything is a look at me moment. Look at. And y'all notice how I'm just kind of like quietly talking, because they be eavesdropping like a mug. Eavesdropping. Don't even know what be going on. Just know I'm talking. Anytime I pick my phone up, who you on the phone with? I pay this bill. Sure. I'm on the phone with the good Lord. That's hot. Too hot. Way too hot. Come get on the rock wall. Get on the rock wall. What? What's not allowed? Okay, she getting on the rock climbing wall right there, Leah. Rock climbing. Can y'all see her? Or is it kind of blurry? Maybe I'll switch back to the regular camera. I'll be right back. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. I had to go get the regular camera because I want to be able to see stuff. Go ahead, girl. Do it. You're doing it. You're doing it. You're doing it. Go ahead. Step up on the last one. Step up there. There you go. Woo! Look at that girl go. It's literally just me and my daughter's here. Today is Sunday, so maybe everybody else in the house. or shopping. Scottsdale look like it's like a upper, everybody owns a house type neighborhood, which is good. I like it. I like it that it's quiet. We ain't got to deal with nobody else's bad kids. Sorry, all y'all kids are not good, okay? Let's just be honest about it. It's the truth. Some of y'all kids are horrible. And y'all send them with teenagers who are even more horrible. What kind of sense that make? Just setting your kid up for failure, pretty much. So yeah, what else we gonna do today? I guess either I'm gonna figure out if I'm gonna cook something when I get back home, or we'll find something to eat outside or whatever. Try a new restaurant or something. I like trying new food as long as it's nothing too exotic. I'm not into the exotic stuff. Like, I don't know what's exotic. Like sushi to me is exotic because what is it? Is that a snack or is it a meal? What is it? Oh, they got a little workout area. Yeah, like what is it? Is sushi a snack? Is it a food? I mean, is it a meal? Is it a hold you over, tie you over to the next meal? Like, what is it? I don't know, but I don't like it. I wouldn't go out and be like, ooh, I want sushi. Ooh, I want sushi. No, for what? What am I doing that for? Looking like a lady, looking like a lady. Hey, 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 hey. I like this dress a lot. I haven't worn it since I bought it, I don't think. And I don't even know why. I think it was like a mind over matter thing or whatever. Whew. But yeah, we just sitting outside. Oh, what the fuck is that? It's a damn hummingbird. It's a hummingbird. Yeah. That look like a big dragonfly. Baby, it's too many sounds going on around here. Is that a rat? What is that? This thing's hurt my butt. What is that? Oh, maybe it's what's them little things? A chipmunk. That's what it is. It's a chipmunk. Y'all see a chipmunk?
Where?
Over here in the grass. A little teeny tiny, the one that's smaller than a squirrel, you know what I'm saying? But not a rat. Did that make sense? Go ahead, girl. Climb that wall. There you go.
It's hot.
Hot? Okay, get down. Told you it was gonna be hotter. Huh? Go ahead with your drink. Is it cold still?
A little bit.
A little bit?
Yeah.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
That's what kids be wanting adults around for. Especially the moms. They be wanting you to take them around and do stuff. And feed them and play with them and all this other stuff. They don't be really caring about you at all. Ain't that something? You gotta care for somebody that don't care about you. That's why I don't have a lot of space in my life for that. For people that, baby. I already deal with 2 people that don't care about me and I still gotta take care of. Still gotta raise them. Still gotta show them the right way to go. Still gotta guide them. Like, we was just walking to the park a few minutes ago and my daughter has on flip-flops and she took a step. First of all, she already not knock-kneed, but pigeon toe. Like, her feet don't go straight, they go like that there. And I'm looking at her like, what happened? And she was like, I don't know, I just fell. I'm like, girl, no you didn't. You wasn't paying attention. Look. This is why I say I be whispering, because they be right in my mouth. Look. Hey, girl.
Hi.
What's up?
Oh, nothing.
Oh, nothing. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Huh?
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. Don't take your shoe off. Yeah, they be all in my mouth. All in my mouth. And I be like, go somewhere. Skedaddle. Look. If I'm not busy doing something, they wondering what's going on. Why you ain't doing nothing? Go ahead and flip. Put your legs behind you and flip. Woo! There we go. Swing your legs. Swing your legs. Put them below you. Put them below you. Swing. And land on your feet. Not quite. Not quite.
I can stand here and hold it.
Okay, we ain't asked all that. Just do the flip and get out the way. So yeah, I have officially made my way to the west side. West side is the best side. Can I say that now? Can I hold up the west side sign? Or is that like a gang sign? I don't know. I don't know. In my mouth. In my mouth. In my mouth. Just all in it. All in it. Can't say 2 words. What does this mean, Mom? What is this? What does that mean? I don't know. It's west side. It's the best side. Why am I seeing a shadow of my afro? I don't know. But yeah, I'm getting ready to stop this here. We're going to figure some things out. Figure it out. Ooh. That sun getting to you? Where your juice at?
Behind you.
Oh, okay. All right, au natural. Ow. Your hair look cute. Let me see if you got a suntan. Turn. Nope. Good job. Is it cold? It is? Let me touch it. Oh, that ain't cold, girl. That's warm. Lukewarm. By 103. Over here. So, I'm back. We made it to our destination. This is gonna get hot. So I don't know how y'all gonna play on it when it's been sitting in the sun. Made it to our destination. Ooh, I wasn't able to really film none of us driving because I was the only person driving, so I had to concentrate on the road, all that good stuff. We're actually in Scottsdale right now. And I'm hearing all these different bird noises and stuff. Good Lord. It's really quiet out here, which is good, but yeah. Ooh, welcome back to the channel. It's just, I'm sweating. It's extremely hot. Hold on. Yeah, I don't know what kind of park day my kids was thinking about having, but this park has been sitting in the sun at 102 degrees for God knows how long. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how much they thought they were going to be able to do. What they're doing right now is playing on the swings. And yeah, this is going to be the only activity for today in 103 degrees, okay? Or I might have said 102. But it's really 103. So like I was saying, I really couldn't film much as far as us driving. Oh, look at my shoes, y'all. Hold on. Dang, I can't even turn my camera around. Look. Y'all see them? They're cute, right? It was only me driving, so I wasn't able to get all of the good stuff and the scary stuff. Y'all, I was petrified. I'm driving through mountains for like 2 hours, 3 hours, something like that, and it was not a good time. Not recommended driving cross country. If you're driving cross country, please make sure you have somebody with you. It will make it a lot easier. I mean, it's doable with one person, but Preferably have 2 people. 2. Uno, dos. Because you're going to need it. Especially riding through those mountains, man. I've never seen a mountain that close up in my life, ever. Ever. And I mean, these things are like all the way up there. Like when you get close to them or whatever, they are really tall. And yeah, it was a lot going on. It was a lot going on. The girl's over there. I'm sitting off in the shade, minding my business. And yeah, it was about 28 hours of traveling. We stopped once in Oklahoma to stay at a hotel, and we made a TikTok there, but it wasn't really a whole lot going on because we got there at that hotel kind of late too, at about, no, not late. We got there about 9:45. Oh, that air feel good. We got there about 9:45, and yeah, it was comfortable. Their breakfast they had the next day was thebomb.com. I'm actually, oh, hold on, my nose is sweating. Yeah, it was a comfortable stay at a hotel. A very comfortable stay. Shout out to my man for getting us set up like that, because my brain was not functioning after the first like 12 or 13 hours of travel. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. It was rough a little bit. My energy was there. It was just like traveling with kids. That's another reason why I say you should travel with more than one person, because if you're traveling with children, baby, Lord, I told myself I was gonna stop cussing. Didn't quite work out like that. But yeah, I tried my best. But traveling with kids, you know, kids have special needs as far as like attention. They're always fighting with each other, this, that, and the third. There's always something going on. Somebody's always getting scratched up, dropping something, doing something that they ain't got no doggone business doing. All of the above, you know. And you're not always able to turn around and say, what's going on, you know. Sometimes you just have to concentrate on the road. So I feel like I did my best. I did what Mariah Carey say, I'm doing the best with what I got. Okay, yeah. Doing the best. Okay, and here's my Space Invader. I don't even know if y'all can see her or not, because I got this camera on cinematic, and I don't know what it, I mean, I know if you get close up on it, if you're far back, you can't really see, but once you get closer, you'll be able to see more clear, I guess you could say. Y'all like my dress? My little, I think I got this dress when I was in Flint, Michigan. I was on a business trip for my job at the time, and I picked this up from Flint, Michigan. I thought it was so cute, because like when you separate it, you'll see all the colors, but then when you stand up, it goes back to black and you can't see the colors, so it's cute. Go ahead.
Ready?
Yep.
I'm gonna reset for that one.
Go ahead. All right, good job. Now go ahead and go across the whole thing.
For real?
Go.
Okay.
Logan, you got to keep going. You got to keep going. Swing your feet. Swing your feet. Go ahead, try it again. Kids always want to show you stuff. Everything is a look at me moment. Look at. And y'all notice how I'm just kind of like quietly talking, because they be eavesdropping like a mug. Eavesdropping. Don't even know what be going on. Just know I'm talking. Anytime I pick my phone up, who you on the phone with? I pay this bill. Sure. I'm on the phone with the good Lord. That's hot. Too hot. Way too hot. Come get on the rock wall. Get on the rock wall. What? What's not allowed? Okay, she getting on the rock climbing wall right there, Leah. Rock climbing. Can y'all see her? Or is it kind of blurry? Maybe I'll switch back to the regular camera. I'll be right back. Hold on.